Queen Inheyon, consort of King Sukjong of Joseon. Queen Inheyon, May 15, 1667 September 16, 1701 of the Yeoheung Min clan, was the second wife and queen consort of King Sukjong, the 19th Joseon monarch. She was queen of Joseon from 1681 until her deposition in 1688, and from her reinstatement in 1694 until her death in 1701. She is one of the best-known queens in Korean history, and her life has been portrayed in many historical dramas. Lady Min's character was known to be highly virtuous, benevolent, and kind to those around her. 1 year after Queen Inhyeon's death, Queen Dowager Hyeonril Thinaran faction, and being one of the Queen Dowagers and Lady Min's maternal relative as well as a close friend of her maternal grandfather, had recommended Lady Min to become the next Incheon mother. She later married the 20-year-old King Sukjong in the spring of 1681 at the age of 14, and became his second queen consort. Her parents were royally entitled as Internal Prince Yeoheung and her mother as Internal Princess Consort Yoonseong. It was said that during the early years of the marriage, she did not receive any affection from the king as he went to palace Lady Jan. Despite this, it was stated that, as queen, she handled everything with generosity and with an open mind. But at some point, Palace Lady Jan was then banished from the palace by the Queen Dowager, as she didn't want her son to be influenced from the political faction she was affiliated with. But after her mother-in-law's death in 1684, King Sukjong brought back Palace Lady Jang and went to her for comfort, soon favoring her as his concubine. When Sukjong's concubine, who belonged to the Southerners' Namin faction, So Yui Janguk Jang, give birth to a son, Yeoheung Min 1688, it created a bloody dispute Kalajisa Hwanguk. During this time, Sukjong wanted to give this eldest son, entitled Thwanja, really the first son, the title of Crown Prince, and wanted to promote Jang Ok Jang from So Yuto Hui Bin. This action was opposed by the Easterners Seoin faction, who supported the queen led by Song Si Yil, but was supported by the Namin faction, who supported Jang Ok Jang. The king pushed for a compromise in which the queen would adopt Yeoheung as her son. However, the queen refused to do so. Sukjong became angry at the opposition, and many were killed, including Song Si Yil. The queen herself was deposed in 1688 and exiled to Anguk-dong, modern-day Seoul, but was later exiled to a closed temple called Gyeongjumsa Temple, where she became a devoted Buddhist. After ridding the former queen of her position, Jang Ok Jang was eventually elevated from royal consort So Yui senior second rank to royal noble consort Hui Bin senior first rank, but was soon after appointed as queen consort. In 1693, Sukjong's new favorite, a palace made from the Haeju Cho clan, was officially elevated as a royal concubine with the rank Ofsik 1 senior fourth rank. Royal consort Suk 1 latter royal noble consort Suk was an open supporter of the deposed Queen Min and encouraged the king to reinstate her to her original position as queen. Later, Sukjong felt remorse at his temperamental actions during Gisa Hwanguk. He also grew disgusted by the greed of the Namin faction and the ever-powerful Lindong Jung family. In 1694, he officially demoted Jang Ok Jang to her former position, Bin, and reinstated the deposed queen as queen consort on June 1 and brought her back into the palace. This incident is called Gapsul Hwanguk. On March 24, 1700, lunar calendar, the queen's illness was first reported, with physicians stating that the diagnosis, at the time, was severe gout. The queen experienced severe pain in the lower body, especially in the legs and joints. and pus filling up around the affected area to the point where the skin and muscles feel separated from each other. She also started getting symptoms of nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, and fever, resulting in loss of appetite, as well as the addition of sleep disorder. Physical strength deteriorated rapidly within the queen. On September 16, 1701, from the hours of 1 o'clock am to 3 o'clock am, the queen died of an unknown disease in a sanatorium at Changjeong Palace in the quarters of Gyeongchunjin. Some sources say that she was poisoned, but the late queen was posthumously honored as Queen Inheyon. According to Min Jin-won, the rumor in the palace was that Yeoheung Min had been using a shaman to curse the queen, and King Sukjong learned of these rumors. Whatever the royal consort did was evil. Yeoheung Min was executed for her actions by poison 1 month after the queen's death, on October 29. After her death, King Sukjong enacted a law forbidding concubines with the rank of Binto become queen consort. Queen Inheyon is buried in Myeonggroom in Gyeonggi Province, and Sukjong was later buried near her in the same area. She had no issue to Sukjong. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for